Yo, good morning guys, and welcome to the channel, and welcome to this new video series where I'm going to teach you how to build this notes application. The basic functionality of it, you can present all the notes to the user. You can click on a note, it'll present the content of the note, the title as well. You can go back, you can create a new note, note 14. This is the body of note 14. Nice. You can submit it. Nice. You can see it right there. Click it. You've got the note, the basic note. That's pretty cool. So let's get into this. We're going to use the Xcode 10 beta to create this project. So just choose single view application, and I'm gonna call it notes. Oops, notes. Click next. Create. And we're not gonna actually use storyboards because I don't know, they just kill productivity in my case. So we're just going to click on storyboards, remove the reference, just give it a second to load here. Just move it to the trash. There we go. So instead of the storyboard, we're just going to use the window provided in our app delegate. So do window to be equal to a UI window. The UI screen dot main dot bounds. Oops. To window dot make key and visible. Window dot root view controller will be equal to view controller. So you know when you're using storyboards, you've got that little arrow pointing to the actual storyboard you want to use as the root. That's what we're doing here with window. So we're just saying, okay, whenever the app loads, use view controller as the primary or the first view controller. That's pretty cool. I'm just gonna make a new group here and call it view controller. Drag in view controller. Make a new file and call it view controller extension. Ext for extension. We're gonna import UIKit and do extension view controller. This is not necessary, but I just do it to keep the code as clean as possible. So let's do a func setup navigation bar. That is pretty neat. So let me see here. Okay, first of all, we want to set the title of our application to notes, because, well, if you go ahead and run the application, you'll see that the navigation controller actually will say notes. Although we have actually forgot to set the view controller as a UI navigation controller. Set the root view controller of the navigation controller to view controller, and there we go. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now what we want to do is we want to make it as we want to make the navigation bar big. So that is pretty cool. Let me just see. Navigation controller dot navigation bar dot prefers large titles equals to true. Now that is pretty cool. Well, if we go ahead and run the application now, you'll see that we've got a big title right there. Let's see if we build succeeded. That's good. and you will see that there is nothing. Nice. Okay, well, it was damn it, I forgot to call it. Set up navigation bar. That is pretty cool. There we go. Okay, so what do we want to do now? Well, we want to have a collection view right in the basically the whole view. So what we're going to do is we're going to do let notes collection view be of type UI collection view, and it's going to be equal to these two curly brackets. You can do that if as long as you return whatever is expected. UI collection view in this case, you can do brackets, and we want to do this to just keep the code as clean as possible. We want to use frame. We'll just do CG. We'll just do an empty CG rank because we're actually going to use constraints. We're not going to use frames. Let collection. Oh wait, fuck it. Layout be equal to UI collection view flow layout. Nice. Return CV. Just do CV.background color be equal to .white. That's pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and make another function called function setup views. So let's go ahead and add our collection view to our view. So we'll do notes collection view, and we just need to build to sync the files so that autocomplete will work. Notes collection view that translates. You can actually, if you're not familiar with using programmatic constraints, you can go to my blog. It's tiptapblog.com. I've got a whole article written about programmatic constraints. Nice. So we're just gonna do view the top anchor. What we're doing is we're actually just telling the edge of the view where it's gonna be. So the top edge of our collection view will be at the top edge of the screen or in the main view. So do left anchor, the constraint, do view the left anchor, and finally we're just setting the active state to true. Notes collection view the right anchor constraint. View the right anchor. Active equals true. Nice. Notes collection view the bottom anchor, the constraint. View the bottom anchor. That is true. Nice. So let's just call setup views and see if we got it all working. See launching. Okay, cool. Well, we know that it's working since the background color is white. Okay, now what we want to do now is we want to conform view controller to UI collection view delegate and UI collection view data source. UI collection view delegate flow layout. If you're not familiar with UI collection view delegate and UI collection view data source, I've got an article written about it on my blog. So of course all the links will be in the description. So if you're not familiar, just go read these articles. So what we need is a number of sections. Just return 1. We just need one section. Number of items in section. We'll just return 0. Cell for item at index path. These are the functions that we need, and There we go. We'll also need size for item add. Return CG size. Nice. The width will be view.frame.width. Okay, there we go. And the height will be, what will it be? What will it be? It will be something like 75. 75. That's it. Nice. Okay. So, what do we want now? Well, first of all, let's do view cell. We want to make a UI collection view cell, which is going to be the main view which gets rendered in our collection view. So I'll make a new group, call it views. Oh. Yes, accidental mistake. Okay, cool. We'll call it node cell. Yes, that's it. And do a new file. Node cell extension. That's cool. Now let's go ahead and do UIKit class. Node cell will be a UI collection view cell. There we go. Do init frame super dot init frame required init super dot required init dot init a decoder. Nice. Now we can get into the actual cell. So if we look at the actual finished nodes application, it contains a title label. A title label which will display the title of the node, and it also contains like a bottom separator view. It's like a little line just to separate all the cells. Let label be to a label. Turn label. Nice. Now go ahead and do label dot text. We'll just set it to title right now, just to see if it's working. That's pretty cool. Okay, so now we need to do a extension of node cell. We haven't built it yet, so it's not synced. Autocomplete will not work. I'll just build real quick. Cool. Do func setup views. That's pretty cool. Now we want to do title label. Oh wait, we need to add subview title label. Cool, now just call it an init frame. We're gonna make the bottom separator view will be UI view, and you let view be equal to a UI view. Nice. Return view, and do view dot background color will be equal to that gray. That's cool. And I'm just gonna constrain it real quick. It's subview. Cool, so now what we want to do is we want to head over into our view controller, and what we want to do is we want to register the cell that we just created. So we want to head over into our collection view, and we're actually interested in setting the delegate to self and setting the data source to self. We can only do that by changing let to lazy var so that we can access self. Now click cv or type cv.register. This we'll just want to get the object of the node cell, so we type node cell.self, which will return the object. And you see we need a reuse identifier. We'll just do a public var node cell ID will be equal to node cell ID. Cool. Now let's insert it into node cell ID. That's cool. Now what we want to do in our delegate functions is that we want to do let cell be equal to collection view dot dequeue reusable cell for identifier. We want to do node cell ID. Cool. And just set for the index path. That's cool. Nice. Now let's go ahead and return the cell and set the background color for the cell to be equal to white. Nice. Cool. So let's return 10 instead. Now let's go ahead and run it and see what we get. Okay, so it looks like it's working perfectly. You can see that we've got all our nodes, and that's pretty cool. So I think I'm gonna cut it for this tutorial, and I'm just gonna continue in the next one. So see ya. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe, share, and like this video. Goodbye.